Hello, I'm Leon Dyer and I'm an empowerment coach. And this video is day number 17 of a 21-day series I call Welcoming Our Worthiness. So the first week was all the ways that we lose the ability to acknowledge our worthiness. We have it, we're born with it, we will die with it. But we just lose the ability to tap into it from all of the life situations that happen from birth to present day. Week 2, we talked about all the ways that we can tap back into that. And now, week 3, that's where we're at now. These are the honest conversations that we need to have with ourselves on our journey to self-worth so that we can feel confident, joy, love, that we can empower ourselves to be the person that we want to be. So, honest question today is, are you faking your self-worth? Are you faking that feeling of joy, love, contentment? Are you saying to yourself and others, yeah, okay, I'm feeling okay. Yep, I'm good. Yeah. But inside, you're dying. Inside, you feel like crap. You're in survival mode. So why do we fake it? Why do we tell people? Why do we tell ourselves? Well, it's admitting that possibly we are not as good as we thought, or we are not as strong as we thought, or we're not as advanced in our life, our career, as we would have hoped, or that we want people to know. And also, people don't want to hear, this has happened to us. How many times have, someone approached you and hey, how you doing? And you start telling them, well, I'm not good. This is what's happening. I feel like crap, and this has happened to me, and you start explaining your life situation. And it may not even be from when you were a kid to present day. It may be just everything that you are feeling and experiencing in that day. And the people's response, sometimes, not always, but they kind of get that look, that dazed look, and they're like, oh, okay. And you can tell. They're like, okay, I just need to get away. I don't want to hear about this. And rightly so. We, there are those people who are genuinely okay, tell me what's happening. And they're able to hold that space for you. They're able to hold your pain. They're able to really put away all of what's happening with them to absorb your pain, to absorb your discomfort. But the majority of the people are not. Majority of the people just ask to be nice, move on. So we stop being honest because we realize that's not going to get us what we want. And we start telling people, we start telling ourselves what we think others want to hear, what we think we ourselves want to respond to. So many years ago, when I first started acknowledging that I was not okay, that I was in what I called my shipwreck moment, that I was in survival mode, in emotional survival mode. And my shipwreck moment spanned over, I have to think about this, 20 years. So this was at the very beginning. I was already in survival mode. I just had not acknowledged it. So when I realized, okay, I'm not feeling great. I'm really losing my self-confidence, my self-love. I little joy, and I had little babies. I should have been overjoyed. I went to a therapist, and she gave me the worst advice. She told me to fake it. And I am not a fake it until you make it type of person. I am not. I cannot do it. I can smile, yes. I can present myself with a smile. And I can tell people, I can do exactly what I said, like earlier. I can be like, yep, I'm good. I'm doing it. But fake it until you make it just doesn't sit with me. And it actually damaged me more, because it did not allow me to acknowledge what was really happening, to acknowledge the pain I was in, and to go in and dissect, like, okay, this is what I'm feeling. I'm feeling shame. I'm feeling regret. I'm feeling anger. I'm feeling remorse. I'm feeling sorrow. Because I thought I had to be happy. I thought I had to like fake being okay when I wasn't. So my advice, don't fake it. Own it. Acknowledge it. Acknowledge where you're at. Because look, if we're starting this journey to feel worthy, you have to know where you're starting from. And I talk a lot about in my coaching and my the metaphor of driving or being on a journey, because we are on a journey. This is the journey called life. But when we put into our GPS where we want to go, we have to put where we're starting from. So if I want to drive to California, I'm not going to say I'm in St. Louis, because it's not going to get me where I need to be. It'll get me to California if I'm in St. Louis. But I'm on the East Coast. So now I have to get from Maine to St. Louis. But my GPS isn't there. We have to be honest where we're at. And own it, and owning that in an empowering way. It's so easy. We've done it. We've done life sucks. I am here. I am like, this is where I'm at. I'm never going to change. This is where I've been. It's all those things from our past that we've been conditioned to think and feel. Own it with conviction. Own it in an empowering way. Own it like, yeah, I'm struggling right now. I'm struggling. This is where I'm at. But this is what I'm going to do. This is where I'm heading. This is the one step. This is the one step I'm taking. Own it. So in order to go 1 mile, in order to get to California, you go 1 mile at a time. So acknowledge that 1 mile. Acknowledge the difficulties of driving through construction, of driving on a bumpy road, driving through a storm. These are all the things that we're going through in life. Just acknowledge it. And when people approach you and ask, hey, how you doing? Or even when you look at yourself in a mirror and you're like, okay, how am I doing today? Be honest. But do it in a empowering delivery. Well, I'm working on it. I'm working on it 1 step at a time. It's okay. Everyone has been there. I'm doing it. And it's not faking it. Because if you truly are working towards finding self-worth, finding that empowering state, living in a state of joy, confidence, love, then you're not faking it. You're moving towards it. So today's wow seed. So each day in these videos, I have what I call wow seeds. W-O-W. And these little seeds are just the little acknowledgments, their awarenesses, their understandings of ways that we can welcome our worthiness. And today's seed, I have to make sure I get this right. is to acknowledge our true status with empowering confirmation. That's a big one, really big one. But own it. Own it. Don't fake it. And empower yourself. Own that emotion. Own where you're at. Okay. Thank you, and I will see you tomorrow.